In Belize, like the rest of the world, the numbers of persons with diabetes have been steadily increasing. Type 1 diabetes accounts for the smaller percentage, type 1 being those whose body no longer makes insulin or enough insulin due to a body malfunction. Type 2 diabetes accounts for the larger number of diabetics. Type 2 is most commonly linked to lifestyle choices, which means it can be prevented or at least delayed.
If you know you're predisposed, you have it in the family, and also looking at our current condition, I mean, are we overweight, are we obese? These are some things to look at, and if you are, what are you doing about it? Are you trying to take measures to lose weight? So these are some things, and these are all things within our control. So I would say most people have that ability to prevent themselves from getting it in most cases.
Nutritionist with the Ministry of Health, Robin Daly, says preventing or delaying diabetes can be done by changing 3 specific lifestyle practices.
Lifestyle factors play a very big role in terms of getting diabetes. And when we say lifestyle factors, we're looking at the type of meals you're having, the diet. Also, are you a very active person? Do you drink a lot of alcohol? Do you smoke? So these things help, would predispose persons to getting diabetes. Having a healthy diet, that is one of the most important steps, because having an unhealthy diet causes us to gain weight, causes us to be more at risk for things like heart disease, raises our cholesterol level, our blood sugar level. So we need to be able to distinguish what is a healthy diet and what is an unhealthy diet, and that directly links with our portions, what we're having, in terms of how much rice do we have. Are we having brown rice? Are we having white rice? Do we have vegetables every day? Are we eating a lot of sugary foods? Do we have soft drinks every day? Do we drink a lot of water? So these are some things that we need to look at personally to monitor our meals that we're having, and portion size and types of foods. Sugar should not be eliminated. I wouldn't encourage anybody to really eliminate sugar. It's just controlling the amount we have. And of course, looking at what type of sugar are we having, because yes, the brown sugar, natural sources of sugar, stevia, honey, these are better sources of sugar for us to have rather than having the white sugar that's processed and bleached.
With any good diet must come exercise. While many argue that there simply is no time, Daly breaks down the minimum we should be moving our bodies.
Many studies have shown it's no secret. Once you're very active, you could have a little bit more leniency with our meals. We burn calories, our body functions better, our metabolism is increased with physical activity. Also, our bodies be able to, our blood sugar, the way our bodies reduce, our bodies bring back our blood sugar to normal levels. It's very much improved with physical activity. So that plays a very big role, not only to monitor our weight, but helps in order for the body to better manage fighting something like diabetes, or even prevention, just by being physically active. And many times this is the hardest for people to do because they say they don't have the time. A basic guide would be trying to take 10,000 steps. WHO and many of the sites have, there are many different machines on your phone these days trying to encourage you to walk 10,000 steps, or actually just trying to get in 30 minutes, at least 30 minutes most days of the week, which would be at least 4 days for the week, at least 4, or trying to do at least 10,000 steps per day. Either one would work, but that would be a basic guide for you to follow. It doesn't have to be much effort, but you need to do some effort for looking at physical activity.
Lastly, get rid of the vices. Drinking and smoking can both increase your risk for this condition.
We all tend to enjoy a social drink from time to time, but many times they're habitual, and we tend to overdo the amount that we have, how often we have it, what are we mixing with. Many times people might take alcoholic drinks, they're mixing it with sodas, with soft drinks, with sweetened drinks. They're having more than 3, more than 4. So just monitoring the amount we have could put us in a less position to pick up something like diabetes. Also, smoking. It might not directly affect the sugar level, but it affects our health. So it weakens our system, and it puts us at a risk to make us more prone to be getting conditions like diabetes, not to add also high blood pressure, which again puts us at risk as well for getting something like diabetes.
Surely none of this is new advice, but across the globe it is recognized that the time to act is now. We must halt the rise and beat diabetes.
It's important for us to take action, because Once you get a disease or diabetes, obesity is achieved, it's very hard for many people to cope with it, and sometimes it's expensive to manage. And in most cases, these diseases are preventable with just small little steps to take to just having more control. Who would not want to improve quality of life? So if you want to improve quality of life, spend less on healthcare, we need to look at what can we personally start doing, and just practicing these 3 steps, trying to look in the direction of having a healthier lifestyle is the way to go.